I've been drawing since the age of 3 or 5. I don't exactly remember the time, but it's been quite a while since I've picked up the pencil. I started out by drawing cartoons I used to see on TV because those things inspired me. They made me want to pick up my pencil and just draw the hell out. Then I started to draw the things I saw on movies. The movies that I liked, animated movies especially. Remember that castle from the movie Aladdin? Yeah, I drew that thing a lot. Somewhere during 2010, where all things changed for me. As a kid who was always into cartoons and drawing cartoons, I started getting interested in realism. As the name suggests, realism is basically drawing something exactly the way it is. What you see is what you get. I was really into video games back then. I even owned an Xbox 360. I used to play with my friends. Man, those were some good times. Oh yeah, those were some good times. Anyways, I really liked the games that I played and I wanted to make some art for it to show my appreciation. So I bought some new pencils and paper and tried drawing this character from this game called Assassin's Creed. I remember putting a lot of time and effort into this piece and it was coming off good, I was feeling good about it, but when I finished it, it was just blah. Yeah, blah. It was bad. It looked nothing like the original. I was disappointed, but I did not give up. I pulled up my sleeves, picked up my pencils and drew the same thing again. And this time, I sort of hit the mark. It was the first time in my whole artistic journey I felt that I've created something meaningful. And that drove me. And I didn't stop there. I continued down this path of making realistic drawings, drawing the games and movies that I liked. And it was also approximately the same time I started a YouTube channel where I documented my drawing process, and to my surprise, people responded. So I kept drawing and churning out videos in this manner until I lost all motivation and inspiration I had for this art form. So I decided that I would try something different. A couple of years back, Angry Birds was the hottest game in the market and I absolutely loved that game. And it was also the time when the first Avengers movie was coming out. So me being a big Marvel fanboy and Angry Bird fanatic, decided that I would try something with both of these. I combined the Avengers and the Angry Birds and created something called the Angry Birds Avengers. And boy did that video blow up back then. It gained over 100,000 views back in the day compared to my other videos getting somewhere around, 1,000 or 2,000 views of me drawing realistic stuff. Yeah, it was kind of nice to finally get some recognition for your art. And it was also the time when a mentor of mine told me that I need to stop copying stuff and start making my own original art if I want to do something meaningful. And that drove the idea home for me, to create my own cartoons, characters and worlds. That's when my real artistic journey started. But the thing was, I was really bad at making up my own stuff to begin with. My drawings lacked originality, I was bad at my art fundamentals, my videos weren't doing good because people didn't like my new path of making cartoons. So basically everything just became more blah. So I stopped. I threw in the towel, I stopped making videos, I stopped drawing and got a job. But my passion for art was still lurking in the background and I wasn't able to focus on my job because of that. I wasn't able to focus on two things at the same time. So on September 4th of 2015, I decided that I would quit art. But something on the inside told me that if you're indeed gonna quit art, why don't you just spend 10 to 15 minutes a day doing your daily sketch, then just go on about your day. How about that? So yeah, that's what I did. I listened to that voice, and on September 5th of 2015, I started drawing daily. I opened up an Instagram account, went for my day job in the morning, and would come back home at night and do my daily sketch and post it. People barely noticed at that time, and I didn't care, to be honest, because I was again not good at what I do. So I kept at it. Drawing and posting, drawing and posting, drawing and posting every single day. I never worried about where things are going in terms of my art. All I focused was on showing up to practice every day. I saw minor improvements here and there, but nothing significant. And eventually got burnt out, so I decided that I would take a little break on my 161st day to think things through and reassess some stuff. And when I got back, things started improving. Crazy. I kept up with my daily sketch, but this time I was focused on just showing up for most days instead of every day, and took a break when I needed it. I drew pieces that surprised me. I got good at my fundamentals, learning and mastering the basis of my art. I studied other artists who inspired me, learned why they draw what they draw and how they drew it. I incorporated what I liked from them and discarded what I didn't like about them. I learned to see life because I realized that all these artistic styles like animes and cartoons and such are just personal renditions of the original, which is life itself. So I started learning to see the very source of all these arts, because a wise man once said art is not about drawing, it's about learning how to see. I kept on with this process, and one day I saw a comment on my social that said, "Man, I really like your style." Style? What style? I don't have a style. Do I have a style? I do have a style. Wait, how did I get that style? Here's how I found my style. 1. Style is a decision. It's a combination of big and small decisions you make when you're making something. The first step is to stop trying so hard to find your style. You don't have one style, you have many. And your style will probably change and evolve, so stop trying to land on the one style that you will hold here for the rest of your freaking life. Step 2 is to learn to see. See life, other artists, experiences and things. What do you like? What do you dislike? What interests you? And take note of it. You have to then incorporate what you see. What do you like about the things you saw? Would you like to put that in your own work? You do that with all the artists you see, the experiences you come across, and the life you live. That's when you find your style. When you do all these things, when you do the work of actually making something, you'll eventually land on your quote-unquote style. And in the end, it doesn't even matter. Because style is a byproduct, not the result. A byproduct of actually doing the work that you find meaningful. Watching this video. If you want to know more about a practical way of finding your style, there's a video on my second channel. Yes, I do have a second channel. Click that right here or right here, wherever, and you can know that. And 2 is thanks to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Skillshare, for those who don't know, is an online learning platform which has thousands and thousands of classes on art, photography, drawing, painting, music, filmmaking, everything, man, even business. Literally, they have classes on literally everything. They even have a class on how to find your style, so you can go check that out. And Skillshare is offering you guys a 2 months free subscription, premium membership access, or premium access membership to their website. So you can click the link down below in the description to sign up and just enjoy 2 months free of their premium service. And that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to say today. Thank you again for watching this video. Love you. See you. Bye bye. Have a nice day. And eat bananas or waffles if you're into waffles. Whatever. Sorry.